I'm pretty into this. I'm pretty into this Imgur link that I sent last time we were calling.
Yeah, I guess this girl has just been taking off this sweatshirt for the past few days and spinning around.
This is it's a really
cool,
really
I
amazing
guess.
album. Jesus Christ.
You're okay.
You got every possible angle you could possibly want.
This poor Papa John's girl.
Who did this to her?
How many?
Really unfortunate.
How many discords is this cute Papa John's girl undressing herself in?
It's true. This is unfortunate. We have to think about
everywhere.
the real victim in this.
It's my dick because it's just been getting taking a beating.
Oh my god.
I've just been eating pizza and jerking off constantly because of.
and you wait for her to show up at your door, and she never does. She never does.
No, not in my city.
No, sir.
Nope.
No.
It's all
Better
obese
ingredients, better
35-year-old women. Yeah, why can't it be her taking drunk pictures in a mall instead of this old curly-haired guy?
Is this a thing? What is this?
I think that happened to Papa John. I think he was just in public drunk.
Oh,
Which,
nice.
if I was a multi-millionaire pizza magnate, I would, I probably wouldn't give a fuck either, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Arrest him? I'm Papa John's, bitch.
It's already been decided that your public image will be negative. So it's just like, well,
I'm a modern god. I'm like I can buy and sell you, motherfucker. Like, you think?
I don't think he's that rich. I mean, he's got a big house.
Do you understand? Let's see how rich Papa John is. Papa John.
You can't Google the net worth sites are not accurate. You have no idea how much the money the man has.
Well, consider. I mean, hold on. Think about how many franchises he has, though.
I know he's very rich.
I mean, he's a wealthy man, and he could just promise pizza for life and get out of any sort of real law. Like if the cops pull him over, you'd be like, "Hey, you recognize me? You might have seen me from that YouTube video where I embarrassed my son. Let's make something work here. Free pizza for a year? How does that sound? What if I bought pizza for all the boys down at the station?"
Yeah, no, that always works. That worked for Martin Schreckman.
Martin Schreckman is nowhere near as rich as Papa J, who is in the house.
It's in the same order of magnitude, probably, right? No?
Not a goddamn chance.
Do you think Papa John has reached 9 digits? Do you think he's a billion?
I really do. I would bet that Papa John is a billionaire because he was like the pizza sponsorship of the NFL was Papa John's for a while, and that's a fucking crazy business. You know, you can't escape them. They're everywhere. They got the sexiest bitches working there. Apparently,
they got all the. They have all the most fertile
nubile people working.
They're in every public school every 5 Thursdays, every 5th Thursday.
Oh my god! Do you think? What if? I think we're heading towards a Papa John's dystopia.
A Papa John's singularity.
Yeah. Where everything we wake up every day, we eat Papa John's.
Victory, Papa John's.
What was it? Is it a Lawnmower Man where they only have Taco Bell in the future?
No, that's Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, right.
Lawnmower Man.
I mean, I would live in a Matrix where I only have Papa John's. So Demolition Man, but we're actually heading towards there with PJs.
I hope so.
Do they own any other franchises, or only the Papa John's magnate?
Why do you expect me to know that?
Umbrella. I don't know why I expected Papa John's umbrella to turn up when I wanted, but it didn't.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Papa John's Corporation.
They own the garlic factory. The garlic and the butter factory. It's very convenient for them.
The Garlic Factory, a lesser Death Grips album. So its revenue is $1.4 billion. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Sure.
And that's in 2013. Sorry, you're letting me prattle on about Papa John's for
I know. We can't do Papa John's study hour. It's supposed to be the anime hour.
I feel like Papa John's is already played anyway.
Yeah,
it's already a meme.
Papa John's over party. No more, buddy. It's all about. It's Crocs are back. We're bringing back Crocs. That's what it is.
Crocs never left, motherfucker.
Yeah, not in this house.
Comfortable but practical.
They're antibacterial or something. Something I made up.
That can't be right.
No, I think
that can't be right at all.
I think people said that. I don't know.
I've seen the feet of people that wear Crocs. Those are not antibacterial by any means.
That's
Your neighbor that does dip wears Crocs. There's fucking no way.
All the retired women in my condo building wear Crocs.
I think they're trying to seduce you.
By talking to me one time in the 3 months I've lived here. That's a seduction technique, right? That's the dread game. They're trying to make me dread the idea that I'm the only person under 40 in this complex.
There's nothing to dread there. That means your shit's not gonna get stolen.
Hell yeah. I shouldn't have bought that insurance.
There are fucking ruffians that moved in on my street, man.
Really? Oh,
I was running to my gym.
Ruffians in Austin, Texas?
It's a mellow neighborhood.
Are they in that crazy postmodern house that's next to you?
No. Okay. Those are some well-mannered sorority girls.
Oh.
You can they are paragons of character.
Yeah.
They're just they keep their parties to a healthy volume. You have crochet nights.
That's nice.
Sometimes, at least from what I can make out when I look through their window from across
with my telescope.
But anyways, so I'm running to the gym. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just leaving my driveway. I'm not really confident on my run yet. You know, like I'm just getting back into my stride. And this fellow with dreadlocks that are multicolored. He's got a veritable multicolored jacket.
Oh, I see. We've got a live 669 sighting.
I'm running by him. He's like, "Blicky, you got this sticky up." I'm running, and this dude just gives me the biggest fake grin and a huge thumb up, and I'm like, I don't want you to acknowledge the fact that I'm running right now. I don't want this.
I mean, that could be worse.
Yeah, but it was, you could see the sarcasm behind the expression. And then they started skateboarding. So now these people are skateboarding on my street. I'll just hear like skateboard wheels like, you know, like when he hits a fucking ollie or whatever. And I don't want that at 9:30. I'm trying to calm down with some MASH on the tube. You know, I'm just watching some TV Land, enjoying some simpler times like the Andy Griffith Show or Golden Girls.
Oh my God, you have traversed the entirety of the hipster to old lady pipeline. You've reached the end point.
Yeah, I mean, I just sit and watch black and white movies now, and so I like, and they seem to have friends over because there'll be just more of these unkempt homeless looking motherfuckers
Ruffians
on my street walking around, and one of them was doing a Naruto run. Unironically, it was, I don't know what's going on. The kids, you know how the kids are supposed to be all right? I don't think they are at all.
No,
something's in the water. Anyways, let's talk about anime, I guess.
Good. It's just take solace in the fact that they're all high and very scared of you.
These guys are big. I don't know if they're scared of me.
Yeah, but they're high though.
It's true. And I'm also the biggest person who's ever lived, so it's not really a huge problem.
Yeah, you can't be controlled.
I think I might have to get another beer. I'm like a third of the way into this beer, and I could tell it's not going to be enough beer for this podcast.
Okay, well, I mean, I won't hold it against you if you go grab another one. Yeah, I'm gonna have one on deck for when I finish this beer. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Stall.
I'm not gonna stall. I'm just gonna cut this out probably, unless I think of something interesting to say. Nope, nothing. How long does it take a motherfucker to get some goddamn beer? Fuck. Oh, there he is.
All right, I'm back.
Hey.
I decided beer wasn't right, so I got some for relaxing times. Make it Suntory time.
Okay, that's the whiskey, I believe, right?
Yes, that is Suntory whiskey.
Okay, see, I'm doing liquor then beer, so I'm in the clear.
Have you seen Lost in Translation yet?
No, I have it downloaded. I should watch it.
You should really watch it. That's a great movie.
You're right. You've told me. I know. You should continue telling me because I should be ashamed, but I do know.
Really, it'll make you want to go. But anyways,
I already want to go.
Yeah, everybody wants to be found, Declan. Everybody wants to be found.
Okay, I understand.
Anime.
Part 2 of Spring is here. We've been working really hard to bring you the content that you deserve.
But not the one you need right now.
But not the content that you need right now. And so we got 5 more shows and a short, I believe, for this week.
Yes.
Or this, whenever I get to uploading this. And the first thing we watched was Tada-kun Makoi wa Shinai. Or Tada-kun. Tada-kun never falls in love. Sad.
Great name.
This is an original show by Doga Kobo. What? It's crazy.
Nani?
Yes. I feel like that doesn't usually happen. I think the last time they did that was Plastic Memories. I think that was original, but it's been a while. Plastic Memories, by the way, also kind of mediocre. This is a show about a boy, and he meets a girl, and I don't know. I can go over this one. I guess I will. I could.
If you want, I could do it. I don't care.
I don't care either. I don't know, man.
This is okay. Let me do it.
Okay.
So this is a show about a boy, right?
Okay. Yeah.
He got a camera. He walks.
Right.
He walks around with his camera, takes pictures of things.
Did you relate to this man?
There's a point later on in the episode that was a little bit freaked me out a little bit. I'll be real about just like exactly how my thought process would have gone for something, and like the main character did it and it freaked me out. But so he got a camera. He walks around. He bumps into this foreign girl who speaks. She's from America. No, she's not from America. She's not from America at all. Sorry, hold on. She's from a foreign country.
She's from fake Luxembourg.
Yes, and she tries. She communicates with him in Japanese, but he don't get it at first because he just assumes she can't speak no Japanese, but she can. She's really good at it.
Yeah, like I was confused. The first 5 minutes of this show confused me a lot because she's clearly speaking perfect Japanese, and he acts like she's not, and I didn't get that. I was like, wait, who is foreign here? Because he's trying to speak English, even though she's not speaking English. And another thing happens where she gives him her memory card to take a picture. That's
the scene I was talking about.
And then he still has it, and it's like that's the entire point. Why?
Yeah, what? Yeah, like what the fuck? So
it's not the kind of thing you would forget, you know.
She wants a photo taken of her in the place that they're at because she's a tourist or whatever.
Yeah.
And her camera's dead. Her Nikon point and shoot camera is dead. So she's like, oh, bummer, you can't take a photo of me. But then he's like, oh, wait a minute. Let's just use the camera. Let's use your SD card in my Nikon DSLR style camera, my G7200. And then I can take, you'll have the image on your SD card. But he doesn't put together the part where he's supposed to give her back the SD card. He just takes an image in her camera, or an image with her SD card in his camera, and then doesn't hand it back to her immediately, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and he doesn't act surprised though. Like he doesn't say like, "Oh, I got to get this back to her."
Right? Like, oh shit, I left it in my camera. No, he's just like, wait a minute, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, he says, "What am I supposed to do with his SD card?" As if it was expected that he was going to keep it. It's just
what is it? What the fuck is that?
It's a weirdly organized scene.
Well, because like it doesn't need to. It could literally be like, oh shit, I got to get her back an SD card. And it's the same goddamn thing that happens. Like the same. It would be the same progression if it were to be the way that made sense. But instead, they went this very roundabout way of doing that.
Yeah, I mean, in the next scene, it's just established that she just forgot to get it from him. But
why didn't he think of that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? Because he was the one that thought of it in the first place. So he must have had the entire game plan laid out in his head. Fucking, I don't know, but whatever. She's lost all of her shit. Like her traveling partner, in quotes, has all of her shit, and she's kind of lost and hungry and doesn't know what she's doing.
She's an airhead.
So he takes her back to his spot, which is like a cafe run by his G-Pa, and gives her a little bit of stuff and stuffs her up a little bit.
Whoa.
And then his friend comes in, who's just great. He's just great. He's this fucking.
Oh, see, the friend is where this show started to lose me.
That was the only part of the show that had character to me, because it's like he's super self-obsessed and obnoxious.
Yeah,
and I loved it.
The super narcissistic wannabe ladies man is just so tired to me, because I feel like we saw that character in what was that show from last season with the princess lady, and she was visiting the boys.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way.
I feel like we see.
Yeah, this guy's just doing the most though. Like he's really like going for it.
It's just
He's
so
like,
obnoxious.
Oh, I'm so pretty, Dad.
It's so cartoony compared to the rest of the characters.
Yeah, it's great. It's like something in the show that has character.
It's not likable at all. It's just a trope. I didn't like it.
The more obnoxious, the better for me in that character. And this is one of the most insufferable I've seen. He's great, and he gets his comeuppance. He just gets fucking bashed around.
Of course he does. Yeah.
But so then her traveling. Does the traveling partner show up? How does she find her?
That's a good question. Ooh, mysteries.
So her traveling partner shows up, and she's like a stern type. She's stern, well put together, has her shit together, and.
You forgot the most important part, which is that this girl, her name is Teresa Wagner. She's an airhead who is obsessed with a show that she watched called Rainbow Shogun.
Right.
And that's another thing about this show that confused me, is what the fuck is up with Rainbow Shogun? Like, I get most of it, but they play a scene from this show, Rainbow Shogun, and he asks a dude to name a color of the rainbow, and he says red, and then he's like, no, wrong.
The color of the rainbow is rainbow.
And that's not what you asked, motherfucker, unless the subs were wrong, which the subs could be wrong, but he just asked him name a color. I just fucking whatever.
But she's like a weeaboo who likes this show.
Yeah.
And then she like this. They go to a she like spots a location from the show, and the main character has to rack his memory to find when exactly that occurs, but it does. And so they're at the coffee shop still. Homegirl shows up, and she's like, "I'm taking her back. We're leaving. We're going to this palace." Which ends up just being like they go on this long thing where they try to find this magnificent palace or whatever, and it just literally ends up being the hotel next door to the cafe. It's I think she's royalty of some kind.
Yes, they're hinting that she's some kind of princess and she's gonna ascend someday. And of course the episode ends with, "Oh my God, they're going to school together. What the heck? What the duck is going on here? That's crazy." It's
by the numbers, but it's not the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Nozaki-kun, which means the people are gonna love it a whole lot. It's got the same look, same comedy style.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Didn't do much for me, but
I could see this appealing to an audience, definitely.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. I kind of like her.
Oh, I like her. Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I think the main character is too blah. I think that's really the biggest problem for me. Is that like I liked the other male lead because he did have some sort of character to him.
It was Dame Prince Anime Caravan. Anime Caravan. Remember that one? Is that
yes,
guy.
I do.
That guy
Anime Caravan. Look me up. But yeah, his main character is a little too blah for me. Homegirl's good, and then I like her keeper a lot.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Next up is Comic Girls.
Yeah.
A manga being done by Nexus, who did Wakaba Girl. I don't know. I think it's a Silverlink sub-studio. But this is another show about making manga. Those are in. Those are cool now. And this show, it's about a girl who moves into like a manga sorority house. And there's a combination of filters on this that I kind of liked. It has like a sunny haze to it. It's very very summery.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. But the main girl she's a mangaka and she sucks. Mm-hmm. And she's moving to an artist dorm. Ooh. I don't really know why.
Because she's gonna suck less,
I guess, and she's supposed to learn from these other girls who are like her age. I don't know.
People like their shit,
right? Her editors explaining to her how she's sucking and everything. She's entering contests and getting in last place and everything. And then we're introduced to all these characters all at once, pretty fast. And she's making her way to the dorm. This show's got backgrounds. Great, it's pretty detailed stuff. You notice it. And there's the first girl she meets is like a blonde girl who's Genki. She's always got shit on her face. Mm-hmm. And she's bad at drawing boys. That's her thing because she's never seen a boy or something. Which
I love the face of the boys that she draws.
Yeah,
it's really fucking funny. I would definitely read an entire shoujo manga where they were drawn like that. I would be, or like just an anime that's a shoujo in like the most traditional sense, but they also have ridiculous boy faces.
Right? Yeah,
like,
that would be a good. Funny. That would be a good gimmick. Yeah,
it's a good gag.
Yeah, and the other ones there's a shonen drawer, and one of them is a porno maker. Dirty mind.
The porno maker is the best. She has such a filthy mind.
Right.
It's so funny. Because she sees this adorable, innocent main character and immediately puts her in a situation. She's like, oh, she's so cute. She'd be great as like a Red Riding Hood. And then immediately in her mind crafts a narrative in which she gets fucked by a fucking wolf.
Yep.
That's just humorous. That's just funny.
Yep.
In any culture.
It's the fact that I've seen so much goddamned fucking anime is starting to catch up with me because this exact character was in Blend S. It just keeps happening.
No!
it's just I'm running out of tropes. The archetypes are piling up, and there's too many redundancies.
It's funny to me, damn it.
Yeah, no, it's new to me. So what's the other? This feels like a 4 coma because it's like oddly fast paced. Like she meets all these ladies instantly, and it's just like quick jokes, It just felt like it to me. And also, I was asking, hey, wait, are minors allowed to make porn? And I concluded that I guess it's fine if it's already in your head.
It's too late at that point.
You can't
be soiled.
Yeah, you can't really create anything new. I guess that's a weird technicality, but yeah, you can probably do that. I mean, you
don't take pictures of yourself. You can't.
No, definitely
draw pictures all you want.
Well, you can take reference pictures for yourself. That's probably fine as long as you don't distribute them.
Oh, if you share them, it's over though.
She did that in jail. Manga.
There's a manga in my closet.
Manga Emoto. What the fuck was it called? Fuck. Now my brain is just stuck because I can't think of the goddamn. Hold on. I don't care.
I feel like it's on the tip of my fucking tongue.
Arrow Manga Sensei.
Yes.
Goddamn.
I'm like, it's not senpai. Oh, there it is.
It's not even an important anecdote. It's just that she wore string bikinis and bent the fuck over and spread her shit to herself to take reference images. That shit was shameless. Anyways.
They do it all the time.
They can't stop. The girls, they be making the porn mangas. Okay, so yeah, and then they just rest as slice of life stuff. They have to finish the girls' manga. They've known each other for less than a day, and they're already groping boobs. Like 2/3 of the way through
lesbians. The show. I like that. That's good.
I like the part where they're gay.
Yeah, it's good. I like it how they kind of get sexy on each other. That makes this entertaining.
I like it when they touch the genitals of each other.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And I guess
we're simple men.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's not. It's not tough. It's really not that tough. I have a point later in these notes about how it turns out anime critique's not difficult. But I'll get to that. But the shonen one has a chuny side. She has an eye patch and busts it out.
Good.
It's a decent bit. It's fine. Yeah, it's not like super exciting, but there's nothing about it I think is like bad.
Is this the first? I would say personally, this is my first yes of the season. We've given a lot of NAS. We've given a lot of NAS so far. We did the entire first episode with giving it yeah, and I think it's worth giving this one a shot. I think this has, if it can maintain the goofs, this has got potential.
This is probably the best so far. Yeah, I guess.
It was consistent. I laughed during this show, Declan. That's a win. That's a fucking W.
Yeah, I wasn't.
The part with the Red Riding Hood actually fucking got me. The part where she goes full blown shooty actually got me. Like that's a win.
No, it's not a big problem. It's just I bet hopefully the characters can keep growing on you. I hope it's not. Yeah. Sometimes these slice of lives they feel a bit cynical, a bit shallow. I hope this one has. The important thing is that it's got some heart to it.
Yes.
Son.
Yeah.
It's
not. It doesn't feel fucking shameless. It doesn't feel like a.
Well, I don't know about that. Still got the boob groping.
I've seen worse.
Very contrived boob groping.
I love me some contrived boob groping though. Anyways, let's
doesn't mean it's not cynical, but yes.
Before I kick myself here.
Okay. Here we go. We said this may or may not be hype, so now we've seen Megalo Box.
Ooh! Shit!
Hell
Fuck!
Yeah!
Shit, motherfucker!
Yeah. So
there's nothing even happens in the first episode. It's hype.
It does. There's some stuff. So yeah, this is an Ashitano Joe anniversary project, a 50-year anniversary project, but it's not a spin-off. I don't think I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before, where it's like we've made this show in honor of another show, but it's got nothing to do with it.
We just decided we like this good thing, and we're gonna make another good thing.
Like, yeah, here you go. We're gonna give you one. We're gonna give you a good one.
Yeah, it's been a while since anybody's made a good one, so here it is.
Yeah, well, you know what? We can just do it. We can just make it fine. We'll take a hit, and we'll give you a good one.
Yeah, so this is. Have you already covered the studio and shit? Cover the studio.
TMS.
Yes, TMS Entertainment.
Yes.
So this is a show about JD, aka Junk Dog, spelled without a U. He's like an underground boxer in something called Megalo Box, which is you have like robotic arm attachments that give you super strong punches.
Yeah.
But anyways, basically
as if regular
boxing.
punches don't fuck people up enough.
Yeah, it's just gotta attach robots to your arms. Yeah, they give you robot arms. Yeah. And so he's an underground boxer, and he has a coach that basically tells him to throw matches so they can make a fuckload of money, and they rig all the matches and everything.
Yep.
But you can tell deep inside of him he has the desire to be a contender. He wants to fight. Damn it!
I mean, you can only make money by throwing matches if you occasionally win matches too, right? So it's not like he's always losing, right? But they only show him losing.
Yeah, and that's it. Those are the ones that stick with you.
I
guess,
I
could have won this, and I had to throw it for the sake of my money, I guess.
Yeah, but also he likes to ride motorcycles
really dangerously. Apparently.
Oh yeah, off cliffs, I guess.
So so anyways, he's got a repair buddy friend who's like he repairs his motorcycle for him. And that's where most of his money goes, it seems. Like he destroys his motorcycle and has debts to him and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then also simultaneously there is a Megalo Boxing League being developed, or it's a
big tournament.
A high end legitimate boxing tournament being formed.
And it's called something other than the Megalo Box. It's like. Not megalomania, but it's like megalonium or something. Megalonia, yeah.
It's like they added pandemonium or whatever.
Sure.
I think it is megalonia. Good stuff. But he can't compete in that as much as he would like to, because not that that's like a part of his character. He's just kind of he's a beat down motherfucker. He enjoys or is more at home on the scummy side of things. And as an outsider,
yeah,
and he can't compete in the Megalonia boxing tournament because he's not a citizen of the city that they live in. He's on the outskirts of it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, he throws a match, gets super pissed, and goes riding on his motorcycle. and then like comes across. He almost runs over the bitch that's setting up the Megalonia tournament.
And her huge ass like right hand man Yuri.
Yeah, and he and Yuri almost have a confrontation after that, and it seems like it obviously awakens something in him, like he whether it's like a death wish or just like the desire to have a decent opponent.
Yeah, and they have this almost serious ass standoff,
which is hype as fuck.
It's like they don't even throw punches, and it's just so fucking. I'm just so amped up. I'm just like, oh my god, punch something. I love fighting so goddamn much.
Yeah.
I've never fought before once. I'm just like, god damn. I need to punch some shit. You can tell that he's
more live than he's been in the entire show.
Yeah.
Because he's usually speaking in a monotone, but you could see it in his eyes. He's got fire in them, and he wants to fuck Yuri up. But the rich ass girl that fucking is setting up the tournament calls off Yuri, and that kind of ends everything. And then Junk Dog has another fight coming up, and he goes to the fight, and lo and behold, Yuri shows up, and it sets up for the next episode. They're gonna have a boxing match, and I can't even fucking believe how hyped this show is. So there's one match in the show where he throws it, and it's just fucking really well paced. It looks like it's gonna be some solid shit.
Yeah, it ends on the most like fuck you cliffhanger.
I want it. I want it so bad. and it's like and it's a fuck you cliffhanger that I don't feel cheated. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It just makes you. I'm salivating, wanting more. I want it. I want to see what the fighting looks like. Because like the brief split second that we saw of him actually fighting in the previous battle, or like the previous boxing match, it was like just peak sports, like battle shonen shit. You know what I mean? Just like what you live for when you're watching anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is where I wrote like in the first like minute you can just tell like, oh, this is a good one.
It looks fucking awesome too.
Difficult.
God damn.
And it's oddly blurry in some spots. Like
so that's what I was thinking. It looks low res in spite of the amount of detail you're getting. I don't know if it's because the way compression is done, like the shading just kind of fucks with it or something, or if it's genuinely low res. But either way, it looks fucking great. I don't care.
Yeah, sure. The one thing I hate about this show is that it's probably not on purpose at all, but it's just pandering to Adult Swim so hard. It's just like, we want the American audience with these fucking Samurai Champloo ass character designs and this
hip hop beats,
hip hop soundtrack, the fighting, the color scheme, everything,
graffiti in the background,
all the graffiti, the setting. Yeah,
I don't fucking care.
I know it's just it's just like I can just.
This show's going to be huge in the West next year. Oh my, I don't give a fuck right now.
The chances of Adult Swim airing this are 100%. It is illegal for them not to.
I don't like anime, but Megalo Box is good. Fuck you. Fuck you
that's
so
barely
hard.
an anime, really.
It's man shit. Fuck you. You're not here on the streets. You don't know what it's fucking like out here.
You don't know nothing.
You ain't never seen this shit as it airs. Fuck. But this is hype as fuck. It's gonna be good. You can tell.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep. So that's good. That's the second. Yeah. Only definitive.
This is a hard yeah. This is the no fooling yeah.
No fooling. Okay. Let's take a relaxing short break. And not an actual break, but a break by talking about a short.
Whoa!
A short show.
You had me there for a second.
Yeah, no, you don't get any actual breaks. But we're going to talk about Tachibanakan Triangle, also known as Tachibanakan Triangle. It's a clever pun there on the part of the Japanese.
Good job, puns. Japs.
Yeah, thank you for
you did it again.
Of our language. A manga adaptation by creators in Pack Tokyo. Creators in Pack Tokyo. This is 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. And it's about a girl moving to a high school dorm. Another moving to a dorm show. And she's got a big old ahoge. Not an ahegao. An ahoge is a big dumb hair. and she sees a naked lady, and that's when I realized, wait a second. No. And then there's another girl. And I wait a second. Is this gay? Hold on. That's crazy.
Gaydar.
Let's
see what's reading right now.
My girl Gaydar's going crazy. And there's just goddamn censored ass nipples. And there's a forgotten childhood friend, I guess. I think I watched this sober, and I still don't really remember anything about it.
It's like comic girls, but without comics in it. But like, because even comic girls, you got the lesbians in it, you know.
So it's girls starring Lena Dunham.
It's just girls.
Okay.
Except better written than Lena Dunham's girls.
Okay. No vagina rocks in this girl.
No. Absolutely no rape of your siblings in this.
Well, that's good, but I don't think
I'll never let her live it down.
I don't think I have been tasked with making Lena Dunham feel guilty.
If I ever meet Lena Dunham in person, I will call her out. I will. I'll do it. I'll commit to this right now. Right here and now.
You know, she's already going to have her orbital bones broken by, you know, people have already better men than us have vowed to, if they're legally justified, beat the ever loving shit out of Lena Dunham. So I don't think we need to really take up that mantle.
Oh, I don't need to do it physically. I'll do it in words.
You're gonna destroy Lena Dunham's self-esteem.
I'll dress her down. As if she has any sort of self-esteem to begin with. She's forcing us to look at her fucking cans in a television show.
Is she nude in that television show?
She gets nudes in girls.
Have you seen Girls?
I've seen enough.
Oh no. God, poor man.
She plays ping pong. Anyways.
Did she play nude ping pong? Is that a yes?
Let's talk about Tachibanakan.
Okay. I don't want to trigger your PTSD. I don't.
Lie angle.
Wait. Oh, we're still talking about this?
This is nothing.
Yeah, I don't really know. There's not much going on here.
No thank
you. We
you.
watched it, but you know, there's your short break. We think nothing. Next show up is Saredo Tsumibito wa Ryuu to Odoru. Or
rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Or I don't know what this title means. Wait, maybe I can look it up.
Dances with the Dragons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I blocked out that memory. I didn't want to remember that factoid.
Too late.
I saw Saredo and I thought, ooh, salad? Can be a salad show?
Oh.
No. I was wrong.
No. Dances with salad,
it's a shit salad.
Oh my god. You got all different kinds of shit in there. You got fucking corn. You got creamy burrito shits.
That sounds okay, actually. I don't know. This is a light novel adaptation by 7 Arcs, who have done Nanoha and Dog Days.
Are you telling me this isn't a DeviantArt adaptation? Because this shit looks fucking cheek, son.
This has a score that is lower than a 6 on my anime list.
Oh my god.
Which is abysmal. It's not unheard of, but it's damn near impossible. You have to try to be this bad.
You could literally let some poor high school kid write an anime and achieve a better list than this. A better anime list score than this.
I mean, it would at least be more interesting. But yeah, I was so close to falling asleep during this I was struggling to keep my eyelids open as I watched this. It was torture.
I perked up whenever the main character was on the screen because he's so awful looking. He's just so the main character's got this fucking. He got red hair and he got glasses and he looks like shit. And he's just fucking hilarious.
Here, let me revisit. It's it's very generic.
He's worse than generic. This is sub-generic, I'll say. Frankly, there's already gay porn of these guys, huh? Wow.
Where are you finding this?
I'm looking at the Google image results for Dances with the Dragons, and they already got porn of them together. That's crazy. But anyways, look at that fucking Google. How is your link going to be this big?
It's got a, but very not high budget looking show, but it's not like super. micro budget quality ass.
This just really comes down to really poor character design, and more than anything. And then like there's the occasional
I don't even believe these characters were designed. You know, this doesn't even seem very. I don't even know if humans could have had any really creative touch in this. It's just really not. Really not doing
These look
much.
like Webkins, motherfuckers.
Webkins.
No, wait, no. What is Webkins?
Webkins were the stuffed animals that little girls and actually plenty of boys would buy, and they had a little code on them, and you could have them on the internet, and they'd play games.
Oh, we know a boy who had a lot of Webkins. He was fucking killing the Webkins game.
Was it one of our boys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I can't wait. You gotta tell me that afterwards.
Guess.
Connor?
Go! Oh, he nailed it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Webkins. I'm not Webkins. What is it? What are the thing? Chibi, horrible, like MySpace characters, whatever. Like,
is this a different person, or what are you?
No, I'm trying to find out what these look like.
Funko Pops.
Make anime versions of yourself.
The Build-A-Bears.
Anime yourself.
Animate yourself.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
You do that while I explain this show.
Describe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So so the best part about this show by far is that in order to explain the fact that it's just boilerplate magic, they use every science buzzword imaginable. The entire show is nothing but magic, just regular ass fantasy. But the beginning of the show was just like, black hole, Schrodinger, quantum, fucking. It's just every vague science term.
I'm literally gonna go ask Connor. I'll be right back. He'll know.
Okay.
Describe this. This I will have nothing to contribute other than this is horrible.
I feel you.
Also,
cool.
the date that he goes on is really embarrassing.
I don't remember that, but okay.
He goes over to his lady friend's house. I'll be back.
All right. To explain magic, they use science, but they only talk about science in the first like 30 seconds of the show. The rest of it is them fighting dragons. I mean, the setting is somewhat modern. There's cars and stuff, but that's it. Then they have a bunch of expository dialogue between these two characters where it's just they're explaining everything about themselves to each other. It's ridiculous. They're explaining each other's titles and pasts and why they're together and all this stuff to each other, even though they've supposedly been with each other for a long time fighting these dragons. Then they fight a dragon. They find one one finds them and they kill it. But they don't get paid because of some technicality and they get pissed about it. And then it cuts to some kind of parliament fight. A bunch of government guys fighting with each other. This is the point where I realized that the show was called Dances with Dragons, and I was very upset, and I believe I blocked that memory out. And my favorite character, who we meet here, is Horton. Horton is the abacus shaking shop owner, and he's great. I like him because he's shaking that abacus real good and real nice. And they meet a cutie photographer girl, and they talk to her. I don't know, anything really comes of that. And then there's a bunch of stuff. You know, they're two partners, and it's basically Samurai Champloo again. One of them is more feisty, and one of them is more voice of reason. You know, and so they're just arguing. They're partners, but they're different. Isn't that crazy? And one of my notes here just says, "Looks pretty tasty, dude." I don't know. So there probably was something he didn't want to eat, but. That someone was encouraging him to eat. I don't know what the fuck, man. Where's that? I'm browsing through the episode right now. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Some kind of food. Oh, oh yeah. Okay, the traditional Allurian dish. Oh, that stuff. Oh yeah, it's like a stuffed bird. It's all golden brown. It's covered in some kind of glaze. I mean, it's a strange rainbow color. It kind of looks. It looks a little fucked up, but it still has the head on. I guess I could see how that would freak some people out. His face as he looks at the cooked bird is pretty funny. I'll give it that. I'll give the show that. That's a good bit. But, the girl he's on a date with is, he makes out with her. There's making out in this show. That's a little weird. It makes my incel heart uncomfortable, and it gives me palpitations. And then, my last note is someone's mad. Someone's mad about something. I think it's something bad about them and what they're doing. That's it, though, and it's not a good show. It's just not good.
I feel like David would know it, but he's in the goddamn shower.
So Connor didn't know either?
No, he didn't. It's killing me. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, did you manage to fill the time?
Yes, I talked about the entire show. I said that the part where she cooks him the goose or whatever it is, the bird, I liked that. I thought that was funny because his face and reaction to it was funny. Because as she like stabs it, his face, he's just this look of horror. It's very funny.
Well, it's not the show. It's not the show, though.
What do you mean?
It's just like vastly different from the entire rest of the program, which is awful.
Oh, well, yeah. I just want to give credit where credit's good, where credit's due.
Yes, true.
The other thing, my favorite character, Horton, the abacus shaking shop owner.
Yes, correct.
Good stuff. Okay,
yes.
So 2 good things.
Acknowledged.
Everything else, almost unwatchable. But, just want to point out where they...
If somebody starts shaking an abacus at me, I'm fucking dying. That's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
That's not what you're supposed to do with it. That's the opposite of what you're supposed to do with an abacus. You're supposed to keep that shit level because you're counting on it. It's just funny. It's just funny.
You shake your stuff. Abacus at me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, that's a W.
What?
Those 2 jokes are funny. Those
yes.
2 jokes, those 2 things are funny. Yes.
But no.
No good.
No, man. All right. We're already here. Last show of the night.
Wow. This has been quick.
And I'm only like halfway through this beer. This is a problem.
Uh-oh. What beer are you sipping on, friend?
Steven and I hung out the other night. Hanged out.
Yeah, what'd you guys do?
We went and got, this is going to give away my geographic location, but we went and got garbage plates.
Hell yes, motherfucker. That sounds so good. I'm so jealous.
And then we picked up a bunch of beer and just drank beer and watched YouTube videos on my big old TV.
That's a win.
Yeah, it was good. But yeah, he recommended to me Samuel Adams Boston Lager, which I've
heard of that.
I mean, yeah, I always when I watched TV, I saw ads for it, so I just figured it was a meme because it's like, this is the strongest, most
America
full
beer.
Yeah, big
America.
Revolutionary
Forever.
beer. It's fine, We also got Guinness, and he had like this really, 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 really tangy beer. It was just it was just pure, like, not that sweet, but just tang. It was good.
Was it Lugenhagen Summer Shandy? Lugenheigel.
I don't know. I don't think so, but it was something like that.
That's a good beer.
Anyways, our last show was Hinamatsuri.
Yes.
I think Hinamatsuri is a holiday or some kind of celebration in Japan. So I don't know why it's called that, but this is a manga adaptation from Feel Period, who have done such shows as Konobiji and Outbreak Company and Myojiki.
They're gonna get you to feel.
They're gonna give you those feels, man.
Yes, sir.
Actually, they're not, because this show's not very serious. But,
what? You know what it is?
What's that?
Seriously good.
What's that?
This show.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
All right.
I liked it.
I'm glad you liked it.
Do you want me to talk about it?
I just have a question, which is, what the fuck is this first scene? Because it's Log Lady from Twin Peaks fighting a bunch of dudes, and it's really well animated, and she doesn't show up for the rest of the episode. Yep. The first 5 minutes of this...
No, look, I'm in the same boat as you.
The first few minutes of this show are truly absurd in a way that actually impressed me, where it's like... It's absurd enough where I was like, boy, this is kind of ridiculous, I
was very concerned because opening with a fight is bad, but because there was a face on the log, made me feel like it was okay.
It looked like one of the things from Animal Crossing, the cactus thing.
I was concerned briefly, but then and
it had a wig on,
assuaged.
And she's fighting all these dudes, and then it just cuts to a rich dude's apartment, and a girl in a pod shows up. I'm gonna let you explain it, but just these first few minutes are. I was like, wow, this is going to be a crazy, absurd, kooky, like, surreal comedy. And then it's not at all. It just kind of starts out that way.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, this is a show in which this Yakuza motherfucker. there's a crazy lady she teleports into his house, his apartment, right?
Yeah, like a freshman high school young girl.
And she's in like this pod type deal, like a science, but it's just her face is sticking out of it. Which is
she's
really
in a little
humorous.
bean-shaped pod just with her head sticking out.
Yeah, and he's like, rather than acknowledge this is real, he's like, I'm just gonna ignore that, and goes to bed. And then when he wakes up the next day, she's still there, which is immediately like, oh fuck, this is good.
The first joke that really got me was when the lady in that first scene's fighting the guy and kicks the cell phone out of his hand, and he just like starts shaking and goes, "Watashi no smartphone." And I was like, what? This is actually like I know like every like fucking Reddit post on every anime clip is like, what the fuck did I just watch? That's enough internet for today. Oh. But I was like, whoa, this is actually.
Usually the thing is that the Japs can't funny, but this time they're funny.
They're trying to make jokes, yeah.
But this time they actually made jokes.
They're not.
Whoa!
They're not explaining them, which is a good first step for Japan.
Yes, there's genuine absurdist humor going on here. So he shows up. He wakes up the next day, and the girl's still just in this pod in his house, and she's like, please, release me. Or not even please, just release me. So he presses the button and releases her, and she immediately destroys his treasured vase collection because he tells her to leave. And so she's a telepath. She's got telepathic powers, and she basically uses it to lord over him and control him. But
it's telekinesis. Telepathy is sharing of information. Right. Ethan,
correct.
Please
look. I'm very drunk.
I'm an expert in parapsychology.
So she uses her telekinetic powers to destroy his vase collection. So she has leverage over him where she could basically fuck him up at any point, and he recognizes this. So he treats her like royalty and like fucking takes her to the mall and buys her a bunch of shit because she wants it all. And what is he going to do? Not give it to her?
Yeah, and she's very she's emotionless in her voice, but she's very very excited about everything. She's in wonder at all the stuff at the mall. She loves all the clothes and the food.
She says
it
in a monotone voice, which is good.
She does not emote.
She's like, I want all this. Give me more of this food.
And she's like, gasping and awe at everything, but it's just like, Wow. She can't exclaim.
Yeah, which is a good gag. So anyways, he basically is like her caregiver at this point, and is like a surrogate dad, and so anyways,
usually in these shows there's a period of like, oh, what am I gonna do with you? I gotta get rid of you.
He immediately takes care of her.
Yeah, it is immediately established that even though he's super rich, he's got the slicked back hair, he's wearing a gold chain, he's a yakuza, he's just a nice guy, which is probably true for most yakuza. Honestly, they don't seem like they have a reputation for being oddly nice.
It's super cute. It's super cute. And so she asks to go to public school, and he's like, okay, you can go to school, but you have to tell me you won't use your powers, and they pinky swear on it, which is just adorable. So anyway, she goes to school, and then she comes home later that night, and she's does her best to not use her powers. But apparently, if she doesn't use her powers, then she loses control, and they just start to leak out of her, and an explosion happens and destroys his apartment and all of his wonderful vases. He's a vase collector, that's a good gag because it's super fragile. So, anyways, the next day, they go do some lumbering. So he talks to his Yakuza boss, and he's like, "Hey, man, just go clear some lumber for these developers or whatever." And she does it really quickly. So she takes down all these trees and then strips all the bark off of it. And he's like, "Wow, this is amazing. Your powers are super great." And she recognizes the kind of in his eyes the look that adults have when they see they can exploit her for her ability. And then he sees that himself because again, he's a nice guy. And he's like, I can't. I'm not going to use her for this. But there's never a moment where he acknowledges that, So later in the evening, his Yakuza boss is like, hey, you got to go kill this motherfucker, right? Or take care of this motherfucker. So he goes on the assignment, and then Homegirl's like, are you going to tell me to go in there and kill him? And he's like, no, that's not your business. This is my business. And she sees that in him. It's like, you're actually a good dude. And then she takes it upon herself to go in there anyway, because she sees that he's not going to use her, but she could be of use to him in that way. So they go and murk that motherfucker, and then everything's chill.
Yeah.
This is good anime. This is very good anime.
I appreciate that they're not gonna make him go through the tired arc of like, oh, he's mean Yakuza guy, and this girl's gonna warm his cold heart.
Nope.
You know, he's just kind of starts out nice, and that's good. I just don't like that this show really, really wants to have it both ways, where they'll have like these really like things will start to get really dramatic and really serious, and then they'll immediately like she's in the car. They're in the car. She's asking she's like, all right, I'm gonna go kill these men. We're just like, oh shit, like this shit's about to get really serious. And then it immediately just like, oh, she just kind of throws all these guys out of the windows. It's funny mass murder. It's like,
yep,
it carries no weight. You know,
they don't make you think about it too much. Damn it.
No, they really don't. But
they don't
it doesn't
even
make
try.
It's just like, oh, you took those guys out, good job. But it's like, wait, were those guys dead? I don't.
Do they all make the same sound when they get killed or thrown out the window too? They're like, ouchie. So my translation was ouchie over and over again.
The show just kind of deflects any consequences when it tries to do drama. By just going, oh, we're just joking now. Never mind. It's about that serious thing that we just set up. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Wait, really? It rubbed you the wrong way?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh, I love that. I love that because it subverted my expectations.
Because nothing has any consequence. Nothing in the show is going to have any consequences.
I'm sure it might at some point, but I love their dynamic.
They literally killed dozens of men with no consequences. I don't think they're going to start doing that anytime in the future. So I think it's just gonna be a bunch. It's not a serious show. Everything's silly, but there aren't that many jokes. So it's like it keeps trying to ride the line, and it's not doing it very well. It's not a drama, and it's not really that much of a comedy. I don't know what it is.
Damn, you listed all these things off, and then I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that in a way that I enjoyed it because of those things. But I agree to disagree here, man. I'm into how lighthearted it is, and kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that if they didn't try to pretend that it wasn't that. I don't, you know.
It pretended that for 30 seconds and immediately moved on. That's the thing that mattered to me, where it's like it brought up these ideas that another show would try to explore, and it's like, fuck that. Fuck that. We're going to have goofs.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that's my take.
Well, I'll watch some more episodes of that. See how that goes.
For me, this is a yeah.
Okay.
But maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was funny. I like their dynamic a lot. I like that the main character is just a nice guy.
I like that too.
That's all I got.
Well, fuck you, buddy.
Fuck! You know what? Your taste in anime sucks.
This podcast is over.
Oh my god! I knew it was going to end this way.
Yep.
Over a show that we don't feel super strongly about either way.
Also the character designs. Ew, gross.
Oh my god.
Gross. Girls look bad. Nope. But anyways, that's part 2.
That's part 2. We did it. We covered them all.
There you go. You're welcome.
All it took was a bunch of drinks.
Yeah, ready to do this 3 times in 1 week?
Boy, am I. This is one of the easiest I've had so far.
Cool.
So I think I've grown immune to the really bad shows. I think I've done it.
Yeah, you can. You just gotta. I don't know what you do. You get some kind of scab formed in your brain.
Certainly. It's like even Saredo Tsumibito wa Ryuu do dances with dragons. Even that didn't affect me too badly. I think I've reached a Zen state. I'm like some sort of Buddha, you know,
growing stronger.
Bad anime, good anime, it's all the same thing.
There's literally no difference between good and evil.
The river moves, but the water remains the same.
It has nothing to do with anime, with the quality of television programs. You're just reciting fucking idioms. Oh
my gosh. There's the cycle of water. It rains. And then that rain forms a stream.
The amount of rain that falls from the sky is the same amount as the rain that hits the ground.
But here's the thing. They're all one and the same.
Yes. We're all one and the same.
Anime's all bullshit.
We are all anime. Anime's all us, man. You dropped your acid before starting this episode, right?
This is the problem.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out anime really quick.
You're finally going to crack the code.
Take this, motherfuckers.
Okay.
Westerners, they just watch the good shit. And they're so spoiled. Spoiled Westerners.
There's lots of good shit they don't watch, you know.
And they're like, ooh, I love Megalo Box. Ooh, I love Attack on Titan. They don't know. They're pigs. They just feed on the delicious fat. They're like,
All right, okay, this is known. Are you going to expand on this?
Oh, but they'll never understand what it all means unless they watch garbage. They'll never understand. They'll never truly get it the way we do. They're like,
I guess.
And they disregard the entire medium without knowing why they should disregard it. They'll never get it. I know why anime sucks, but they can't say it. You don't have the right to, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's, you know, what are you going to do?
Oh my god.
I only like this one thing. That's also the one thing that I've seen, coincidentally.
Oh, yeah. Well, why do you like that? You haven't seen garbage like Saredo Dances with Dragons. You don't know. You haven't been hearing the shit. It's like saying you don't like a war without fighting in it. It's like being like, yeah, I would never have gone to World War II without being there in fucking Normandy, motherfucker. You ain't seen the shit the way I have.
I can pretty confidently say I would not have enjoyed that. I don't think I need to see that.
No. They'll never understand.
We'll show them one day.
Someday we should go through and find the least favorite anime that we've watched from every season and force a motherfucker to sit through every episode of that.
Force Matt to sit through it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Pay Matt $1,000 to watch Anime Caravan.
I would pay Matt $250 to watch Anime Caravan.
I don't think he would do it.
I would. Oh, look, if we found at least the thing that we were the most negative towards in every season, I would definitely pay Matt $250 to watch them all.
The lowest rated thing that we've watched is Mahou Shoujo Naria Girls, which was the CG improvised Magic Girl show.
Wait. That's better than most of the shit we've watched, though.
Yeah, the second lowest is Sekai no Yamizukan, which was the horror anthology, I believe. Dynamic Chord is down. You remember Dynamic Chord?
What was going on in Dynamic Chord?
That was the boys' idol show.
Oh, yes.
With the really weird drummer who was looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have Matt watch that one, or Connor. Connor would get pissed. Connor gets mad at anime that he does not consider great.
I feel like we wouldn't even have to pay Matt.
Matt doesn't want anything to do with us after that One Piece episode.
We did lay it on him really hard.
What was the last? Was it Mind Game or One Piece that we did second with him?
I think we did One Piece and then Mind Game.
Okay, that Mind Game episode wasn't bad, so I don't know.
Yeah, we showed him some good shit. That's the thing.
You should be thankful.
Look. They get the good stuff, but they never get the secret good stuff. and they also can never get the bad stuff. The secret good stuff, you know what I mean? Like, mind game, you know, you have to do a little bit of digging to get to mind game. It's not that, you don't have to dig that much,
I
but you
mean,
need
mind
to, like...
game literally just aired on Adult Swim, so yeah, you really don't.
Oh, man.
But,
Alright, never mind that. Everything's been for naught.
Okay, the normie hate is over. We're done.
It's not normie hate, it's normie education.
Normie re-education.
Oh my god. Are you saying we should put them in camps?
Shh, not yet.